Hi, and welcome to Discovering DataFlex, where we look at building applications using DataFlex. And today we're going to look at a simple key handler. You know, when you press a key on the keyboard, you want something to happen on the screen. And in Windows version of DataFlex, you do that using a procedure called onKey. But we don't have onKey in a web application because then you would have access the key on the server. On the web, we actually have JavaScript triggers, and then you access using a key handler. So let's look at how to do that in our small search form. Let's dive in. So in here, we have the search form, and I can type ice and make a search, and I will get the ice cream and ice cubes. But maybe it's a bit annoying to click the search button all the time. So we want to just press enter when we have typed ice, just like on the Google search when you type something and press enter and you get the search. But nothing happens when I press enter here. So how do we go about doing that? Well, we're going to start out by adding a key handler. And we do that in the load function here. And if we look at this, the help here, we press F1, we can see that we have a shift press, alt press, and control press. So we can set those. And we have this number here. And that is just like in onKey in the Windows and console mode applications. You have a number that represents a key, and you actually have a link here that goes to a website where you can check out the different numbers. And I'm going to press enter, so I'm going to pick number 13, but you can basically pick any key from the keyboard by using this. So I want to use 13, and I don't want shift, don't want alt and control. Let's see, did I miss something here? Yeah, we need a handle as well. Yeah, and that's the procedure that we want to call. So let's copy that as well. And I want to create a new procedure, and I'm going to call it search. Normally, you might put this directly on the search form, or if I stop here, I could put it directly on the item and put it on load here and make the enter key active there, and then on the search form. But actually, when I'm putting it down here, I'm activating the enter key regardless of if I'm in a search form or if I'm somewhere else. So I can say that I only want it to work inside of these fields, or I don't care, I just want it to work everywhere. Now let's write the search procedure, and we need to web publish this procedure as well. Otherwise, the JavaScript that is actually activated by the AddKeyHandler won't be able to access the procedure. So that's That's one we want to web publish this one. And we want to do the same as here, so we can actually just copy these lines down there. And we could actually simplify this and say that when this is clicked, the search button here, then we're just going to call the send search. So we're going to call the search procedure down here. And let's see how that works. Now if I type ice and press enter, it actually search. I can type ice and I can move outside and press enter. No. Okay, I'm inside the view. If I click outside the view, nothing will happen. But if I click inside the view somewhere, so I'm actually activating this element here. So I can't be like out here and click enter. So if I type ice and click up in the menu, nothing will happen because I'm outside. But it works for even if I move to the search form, or if I'm down here. So if I press ice, if I delete ice and just move down here, of course that will open it, but you also see that the enter key did the search update. And we can just try to see what happens if we move this key handler, or we can take the entire onload and just move it into the yeah, this one can also be send search. So we are cleaning up and removing a lot of duplicate code along the way here. But I want to put it in the item search. And I don't want that. And I want to comment it out here. Yes, I did. So now it should only work inside of this search item. So let's try that. Okay. We need to have that procedure inside here as well, because otherwise procedure, and it's called send search of web. Item overview. That's the one we want. Where are we? Stop this. It's easier to double click on the item and just get the right position. There you go. So now we're telling it to call that search function down there. We also need to web publish this one. Search item. There you go. Let's see if that works. So now I should be able to type ice here and press enter and search and remove and search. But if I type ice, move to some other form and press enter, nothing will happen, because now we have only allowed it to trigger on this element down here. So that's not what we want. So we're just going to go back to the original one, just so you know how it works. Well, that one might actually stay send search, and we're just going to uncomment this one. And as usual, we're going to go in and see, here we see the changes. We can double check. We added some extra line down here. We can remove that. Then we added our web published search function and send AddKeyHandler with our key value. And we do not want Shift or Control or Alt pressed. And we have our send search and send search. So we do not have to do all of these things. We have them in one place. And there you go. And I hope you liked that video. As usual, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or want to know something more, just write it in the comments below. See you next time.